That rabbit was a trickster. And there was an old man who was always trying to catch him because that rabbit would feast in that old man's garden. And finally, that old man managed to sneak up behind that rabbit. You see, Rabbit was nibbling on a feast of carrots, and he wasn't paying any attention to the sounds around him. And that old man pounced on him with a tote sack, and he swooped in and scooped up that rabbit, and he pulled the strings at the top of the bag nice and tight, and he shook it. "I gotcha," he said. "I finally gotcha, and I know what I'm going to do with you. What you got to say about that, rabbit?" And for once, the rabbit didn't have anything to say. "Nothing? I think you're saying something even though you're not moving your mouth." And that old man shook the sack as hard as he could just to mess with that rabbit. And he said, I think this rabbit is saying fried. Is that what you're saying, rabbit? Oh, say it. Come on, you always had so much to say. Say it. Say fried." And inside that sack, Rabbit said, "Fried." That old man laughed and laughed. He thought he'd mess with that rabbit again. No, that's not it. That's not it. Simmered in gravy with biscuits. Say it. Say it, rabbit. Come on, I'm waiting for you to say it. And he shook that bag and shook that bag until finally that rabbit thought his neck was going to break in the bag. And he said, "Stop, stop. Fine. With biscuits." That old man was getting closer and closer to his house, and his mouth was starting to water because he was thinking about how he might cook that rabbit. That old man was licking his lips, but he wanted to mess with that rabbit one more time. He said, "Maybe a simple rabbit stew will do." And Rabbit didn't say anything. And that man lifted that bag up to really listen for that rabbit, and the bag seemed kind of light. And he looked at the bottom of the bag, and the seam was gone because Rabbit had nibbled right through it. Looked around for that rabbit, and there was Rabbit sitting at the top of a hill. And Rabbit said, "I got something to say now. Bye." And Rabbit hopped over the side of that hill and disappeared. Well, that old man went back to his garden. It was a long walk, and he picked some vegetables so he could take them home and make a vegetable stew. And as he was eating that vegetable stew, he just kept on thinking about simmered rabbit in gravy with biscuits and how he wasn't going to get that night.